Hey there, you're watching this little movie here because you've either trained with me as an awakening coach or you've trained in something, some kind of modality which has given you tools to be able to really help people. And you're probably the kind of person, because you've done a training like that, you're probably the kind of person who really cares about other people, who wants to make a difference. Maybe your life and the meaning and the purpose and the depth of your life is very connected with serving and making a difference, as it is for me. Now, I would say that the tools you've learned, whether it's awakening coaching or something else, are really only a conduit. They're a means for you to be able to meet somebody, but the true gift you have to share, in my opinion. The unique contribution you have to make is not so much the tools you've learned, but it's the unique summation of everything that you have passed through in your life. Some of it is triumphs, great things you've done and great things you've learned. Some of it is defeats that you have overcome. But that unique combination of things you're really good at, things you have mastery in, and things that you have, obstacles that you have successfully overcome and mastered, this combination of triumph and overcoming defeat allows you to make a contribution to people which is unmatched by anybody else. Nobody does you as well as you do. Now, I'll give you an example to make this clear. In my case, I've written 8 books. 3 of them were #1 Amazon bestsellers. And as you know, probably, my books have a certain kind of flavor. They're Arjuna books. You know, they've got a certain kind of humor and quality to them. So nobody else can do that the way that I can do that. Nobody can create Arjuna stuff or teach people how to do it in that way, the way that I can. So that's an example of a triumph, something I do well, which nobody could match. In the same way, I was born, as you may know about me, I was born into a family where there was an unusually high degree of suffering. Several of my immediate family members committed suicide. There was a lot of struggle and suffering. But I overcame that. Instead of being sucked down into an inheritance of despair, I used different practices and ways of working with myself to actually rise above that, so it became my strength instead of a weakness. Now again, nobody has that unique passage. Nobody has passed through that kind of challenge in exactly the way that I have. And consequently, when I meet people, I use the tools of awakening coaching, radical awakening, radical releasing, empowerment practices, unique gift mentoring. But that's the conduit, that's the method. Who I am, the sum of everything that I've learned, including relationship and parenting, everything that I've learned about being alive is actually the gift that I have to give. And the same is true for you. There's a unique set of things that you're good at. There's a unique set of challenges that you have passed through that makes your contribution to the world different from anybody else's. And it means if you can connect with the people who need to learn from you, nobody else can serve them in quite the same way that you can. Now, there's a challenge, a predicament that many of us face. You may somehow know that about yourself. Maybe from time to time you get feedback from people who say, wow, you're so loving, or you're so present, or you're so courageous. You may get very positive feedback from people who know you well, maybe other students who've studied with you, which testifies to your unique flavor. You may know that you are well trained in the tools that you use, and you can do them, you can repeat them with professionalism and precision. But it may well happen for you, like it happens for many people, that when it comes time to face people you don't yet know, when it comes time to give your gift in the world, there is a barrier. You've got the tools, you've got who you are, your unique mastery, but when it comes time to presenting yourself to people who don't yet know you, you may find yourself frozen. You may find when it's time to write something, you just go blank. You may find in front of a video camera you feel nervous and don't know what to say, you get tense, you just practice over and over, but it never comes out right. This is the gap, which is the challenge of marketing. Bringing who you are to the marketplace so that the people who can benefit from your particular gifts can benefit. Most people find this way more challenging than being who you are, way more challenging than learning tools, learning awakening coaching or something else. The challenge of communicating the gift you have to share is the greatest challenge that most people who care and want to make a difference have to face.